What's up, YouTube? We're back in the kitchen. I've showed you my apartment before. Still here. Still want to move. That'll be in a few months. Maybe a little longer than a few months, but we'll see. So, figured we'd give you a day in the life. I'm cooking a meal I haven't shown you yet. Instagram has seen it, and then I'm going to do some meal prep. So, small space, a lot going on. I need more counters, hence why I want to move. But we'll make it work. So, we're going to make a meal because I need to eat, but we're also going to get some cooking done for the week. So, let's go. Stuff prepped. This is flank steak. This is going in the air fryer. Word to the wise, two things. Ninja air fryer, great invention. Great investment for bodybuilders or people who do a lot of bulk cooking. Kind of a bitch to clean. I just learned about aluminum foil and lining them with foil about 2 weeks ago. Game changer. So I do recommend the Ninja air fryer. Don't have a code. I'm just recommending it because it's a very valuable tool, especially if you don't have a grill. So this is the Costco flank steak you've seen me post about in videos when I go to Costco. I just cut it into small pieces. What I do is I put one flank steak in each container. I'm also going to throw some lean sirloin in with this because I do have a meal that has flank and I have a meal that has lean sirloin. So I usually cook red meat 1 to 2 times a week. I don't worry about trimming this. Some of my other meats I trim, but I don't do that with flank. So a little bit of an update. I know we haven't put out a YouTube video in a while. I've been traveling, KJ's been traveling, life gets busy, so what's new? Gut protocol's been long over with. I am putting down a colossal amount of food again. It is time to grow. It will be time to grow all year long and maybe even next year. Where I'm at competitively. In February, I told Dom that I just wanted him to tell me when I'm in prep. I don't want to plan for anything. I don't want to have a show on the horizon. I've talked about that before, how I've always had an idea of when I'm competing in my head for the last 10 years, even if it's 18 months away. But I turned it over to Dom and I said, if you tell me I'm in prep, I'll know that you think I can win. And that's where I'm at now in my career. I'm not competing just to compete. I'm competing to win, competing to turn pro. That's the way this storyline goes for me. So until he gives me that green light and that email or that WhatsApp message that says, hey, you're in prep, I'm just fully focused on growing because that's what I need to do to be competitive. So, still training with Jake, Mr. Brinks. He's going to be prepping all year. I have a lot of clients prepping this year, so I'm living vicariously through them. As far as the prep life, to be honest, after 10 years of doing this, I don't get FOMO. I don't miss competing when I'm not in prep. I give so much to my preps that it takes a lot out of me. So I have no problem being off for the year. Plus I like the off season more. I like being big. I like being swole. I like having good training. This is that lean sirloin I was talking to you about earlier. This I don't get from Costco. I get from the local store, Sprouts here. Again, this is one of my meals. It has lean sirloin and chicken combined. So I don't know why they put these strings on it. Kind of annoys me, but so we have 6 here, so I'll put 3 in each. Yeah, cannot recommend the air fryer enough, guys. I think this Ninja air fryer was like somewhere around $180 to $200. I actually bought it at Costco. Didn't have any intention of getting one. I just was walking past it and I was like, that looks valuable. And I had always had a regular air fryer and the air fryer had actually just died. So I picked this up and have not regretted it since. So I don't season my meat. with my gut protocol, I'm so basic and bland. 1. 2, I have a dog who I give my food to sometimes, and he can't have that seasoning. He's got a worse gut than mine, a weaker gut than me, so we're a seasoning-free household here. So boom. This one you can match cook, so you can cook both at the same time. Turn it to air fryer. 390 is the temp. We'll go to 32 minutes. That seems to be the sweet spot to get steak that's around medium rare. Boom, out of my hands, done. Steak's cooking. Next up, we'll get the salmon going. Probably should have set the oven first. So, wild caught salmon. I bake at 375. I also get this at Costco. Haven't been able to find it even remotely close price-wise anywhere else. So, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm a big Costco guy. I've had a Costco membership since 2014, which coincidentally is the year I started competitive bodybuilding. Normally I have lemons that I cut up and put on this. I forgot to get some yesterday, so no lemons, but it'll be alright. I actually do season my salmon, but I just use black pepper and basil. So we'll put that on in just a second. So this is just part of my meal prep. This isn't like, this is 3 meats, because I also eat bison and chicken. So I've already got enough of that prep, so I didn't have to do that for this video, but it worked out that we were filming today, so I could show you guys a little of what my meals look like, but also how easy it is to cook in bulk. This isn't taking that much time to do when we look at this. This is probably 20 to 30 minutes of total work. Grab some seasonings, pepper, I feel like everybody has a seasoning cupboard that they've bought things over the years that they don't use and they just let them sit in there. Usually twice a year I'll go through it and just throw shit away that's expired or that I haven't used in months, because clearly I don't use it. Pepper, a little bit of basil. These are things that don't bother my gut, so that's the reason I use it. It's very hard to find gut-friendly seasonings. The Fody brand, I think I've shown that before, maybe on YouTube, but definitely on Instagram. It's expensive, but it's low FODMAP, so no issues there. That's ready. We will wait for the oven to be ready. So now we're going to get the meal going. Preheat the pan. So what we're having today is four things. This is bison. It's already been cooked. Bison is the same as 90-10 beef in terms of macros, so I prefer bison. I think it tastes better. It's also a little cleaner, in my opinion. I get my bison at Costco. Prices can vary there. Costco's the cheapest I've been able to find and still be quality. Eggs. These are the eggs I've eaten for probably 3 years. Organic, cage-free, omega-3 fortified. I think that's very important. Spring a few extra bucks for the omega-3 fortified. These are probably 5 something a dozen, so more expensive, but there's numerous literature on omega-3s and the value they play on the lipid panel. My cholesterol is the lowest it's ever been, and I'm eating multiple pounds of red meat a day, and I eat a lot of eggs, so clearly there's something to be said there about red meat and eggs don't cause hikes in cholesterol like the media wants you to believe, but we won't get into that. Grits, this is my carb source. You can do cream of rice, and a lot of my clients do. Grits for me is just easier, it's cheaper. I'm not actually like most people from the South who combine, like I actually only eat grits my way. I just do it with cinnamon and stevia, which goes against how grits are eaten in the South, I know, but they're quick, they're easy. I microwave it. You'll see it takes me 90 seconds to make my serving, and that's it. So, and then also we're gonna grab blueberries. Blueberries is also part of the meal. I just forgot the spinach. Organic spinach. Also throw this in with the meal. Running out of room. I've never understood people that say they don't have time to cook, people that say they don't have time to eat healthy. Maybe it's because I've been doing it for so many years, but it's really not that time consuming to me. So that's my serving of bison, 200 grams. It's going to go on the stove. Boom. Anything that hits the floor I don't pick up because my dog will do that for me. 2 eggs. Boom, those will cook. Spinach, I don't measure this. I think that's a little bit of overkill. Half cup is what I'm shooting for. Looks like a half cup. Grits, serving size. On an off day, it's less than a training day, which you guys are with me on an off day today, so around 85 grams is what we're looking for. Boom. That's my non-training day. That is going to be about, I don't know, 60 to 65 grams of carbs probably. So look at that, that's a very small amount. So this is why we measure our food, because a lot of people would just pour a bowl of cereal, oats, cream of rice, anything like this, and then say they don't eat a lot, but they're probably eating 150 to 200 grams in that sitting. A little bit of water, goes in the microwave. We'll start that when everything's close to being done. Not gonna lie, guys, I took a serving of Mutants new pre-workout, Mind FK. We were doing some other shooting for some videos, and I'm wired right now. I'm cooking. Like, I could clean this house as soon as KJ leaves. I'm ready to work. So we'll go over that in a second. New pre on the market. I do apologize. It's only being sold in the USA right now. There's some ingredient issues in Canada, the UK, and other countries. So hopefully that all gets cleared up soon so it can be available to people in other countries. But non-stim pre-workout, nootropic packed formula. I've been having it for about a week now since I got back from the UK. Oh, that's right. I was at the Arnold UK
whenever that was, a couple weeks ago. At the time this will be released, and so that was fun. I've talked about it before. I'm pretty. I have a lot of social anxiety in crowds. I like solitude and very introverted, but part of the life I want to live and me getting better and me facing discomfort is putting myself in situations that I don't want to be in. So it was cool to meet a lot of people. It was very cool to see another part of the world. It was my first time not out of the country but leaving the continent, so long flight. So I was over there for 5 or 6 days, I can't remember, and it's cool. Definitely still proud to be an American. I love it here. A lot of people take for granted how good we have it in America, but it was cool to see another culture. They're definitely very passionate about bodybuilding over there. That was the oven, so salmon's going in. This is where Siri comes in handy. Set timer for 13 minutes. 13 minutes and the salmon will be perfect. So, I'm not Gordon Ramsay, I'm not a 5-star chef. I'm a pretty good cook, I will say. I make my food taste good, I enjoy my food, I crave my food. And I think all those things are important, whether you're a competitor or not. If you're someone trying to clean up your lifestyle and make improvements and you have a goal in mind, a little bit of effort is going to give you the mindset of that you're excited to eat what you cook. Just a little bit of effort. Like even me just putting all those things in that pan, me seasoning the food that I took the time to labor over to put on a cooking sheet and put in the oven, or that I put in the air fryer, like that little bit of effort is going to make you enjoy what you're eating. I firmly believe that. And then if you consistently do that and make it a habit, then the things that might not be good habits, you phase those out, like eating out, hitting drive-thrus, hitting convenience stores, gas station food, things like that. Not saying you can never do that ever again. If you take on a lifestyle transformation goal, or you're trying to be a bodybuilder and you want to compete, or whatever the case is, but it should be few and far between that those things are happening. And, you preparing your own food that you get at the grocery store is how you should be living your life, because food is fuel. It should fuel us to work, it should fuel us to train, it should fuel us to live the life and feel good about the life we're living. So, I'm glad I could. It's hard for me to film these videos because it's something it's like second nature to me. So I don't think to film it and show people, but I've worked with enough clients over the years who I think some of the struggle is that they just don't know how to tie everything together and make it a system. But what I do for me is what works for me. You got to figure out your systems. Maybe you don't want to have an air fryer. Maybe you have a grill, and grilling your food once a week is how you want to go about it. Maybe you want to cook all your food on the stove or in the oven. There's no rules. Just figure out what works for you to create a system that's going to work. A big step that I think can help is having a coach provide you the plan to follow. That way you're not pissing in the wind trying to figure out what's working and what's not working. All you have to do is execute the plan. From that comes results. When you start to see results is when you're going to dig deeper and become more disciplined, because you're starting to see the fruits of your labor pay off over time. So you see how that works? It's a domino effect. For my last video, I eat out of Rubbermaid Tupperware because it's just a mind game. If I see the Tupperware getting closer to completion, I can check that box off in my head.
blueberries. Anywhere we're looking for like 70 to 80 grams. Sodium, very important, goes on all meals. I put a half teaspoon on every meal, so yes, I measure my salt just like this every meal. Again, it took me 7 seconds. It's not hard to do. Boom, boom. Grits are done. So, show you my super sophisticated seasoning method. Sprinkle enough stevia on to my liking. Cinnamon. This is nature's blood glucose control. I love cinnamon. I can cake it on everything. Boom. A little bit of water, and then stir, mix everything in. Boom. That's the meal. Bison, eggs, spinach, grits, blueberries. So we're gonna eat that, and then we're gonna do a little taste test of Mind FK, new flavor. Finished product. That's the salmon. Let it cool there on the oven for a bit before we put it away. Again, guys, what did that take? 2 minutes to cut that out of the containers, put it on the sheet. I even use aluminum foil, that way I don't have to really clean the pan. It's all ready to be balled up and thrown away. All I got to do is portion it out into Tupperware. So again, it's not that hard. All right, guys, salmon's done, as is the steak. So finished product, lean sirloin, flank, all cooked up. It's going to cool here for a bit, and I'll Tupperware it and put it away. So that's my meal prep. That's how I do things. The only thing you didn't see me cook is bison and chicken, which bison I just throw on the stove. Chicken I give a little trim, and then I cook it on the stove as well. So we're going to do a taste test of Tropical Punch, Mutants new pre-workout, Mind FK. I've been using the blue raspberry flavor. I love blue ras. I've talked about that numerous times. There's also sour peach, which I'll put it like this. If you like peach, you will love it. If you are kind of like me, where you're like, I'll drink peach, but I'll never choose peach, it's that way. It's not bad, but it's just you don't like peach, so you don't like peach. Tropical Punch, I feel like anybody that's an OG in the supplement game, Tropical Punch, Fruit Punch are like OG flavors that have been around for 2 decades. So you can never go wrong choosing this, but I haven't tasted it, and KJ hasn't either, so obviously I'm not lying. Wrapper's still on. These things all piss me off. So again, this is a nootropic only pre-workout. There are no stimulants in it. So if you're somebody that likes all the stimulants, not the pre for you, but I have already taken a serving of it today. I'm going to take 2 for taste test purposes. Don't recommend that, but you like a lot of water? You want to go 8 to 16 ounces of water. You adjust it with your preference. So, KJ, me, I'll add a little bit more water. Boom. Remember, you can get this US only right now. IamMutant.com, code TommyS20, all caps at checkout will save you some money. Also pick yourself up one of these badass shakers, lift to kill, or train like hell. Alright. Cheers, buddy. Smooth. KJ's shaking his head behind the camera. Yes. Good flavor. Not too much. Not too sweet. Not bitter at all. I give this flavor 8 out of 10. And if you've watched the entirety of this video, you've seen the effects of it because I haven't stopped talking. I'm sweating. So no stims. I love it during training. It's really enhanced the mind-muscle connection. So IamMutant.com, TommyS20. That's going to wrap up our day in the life video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Should be getting back into putting out more regular content now that some of our traveling's over. I got to go to Michigan in a couple weeks for a client doing the show in Detroit, Fuad Abiyad's show, and then I'm going to go back see some family. I usually make one trip back to Michigan per year, so this is that one. And then it's back to Arizona and all work. Time to grow. So for KJ behind the camera, I'm Tommy Stiles. Till next time, we're out of here.